Welcome to our Starseed series. I'm Urania with Urania Heart Metaphysics.
And I'm Jackie B with Girl with Jackie B and the founder of the Free and Fully Expressed movement.
This video series is where we break down the Starseed soul groups, sharing key essences to spark your remembrance. Just keep in mind you will likely resonate with many of these Starseed soul groups, yet there may be a few that are most dominant at this time in your life.
Some people don't feel confused about being human. They feel heavy about it. They feel this responsibility in their bones. They notice what needs to be tending to before anyone even asks. They carry the weight of keeping life moving, whether it's family, home, systems, people. And if that is you, that doesn't mean you're doing life wrong by any means. It means that your system is deeply tied to Earth's evolution itself. So in this video, we're going to explore the three lineages that often show up in people that are grounded, resilient, and quietly hold more than their share. Earth starseeds, Mars, and Maldek. So as you listen, don't analyze. Just notice what brings up in your body. What brings up that soft, oh, that's me, and follow that thread. So let's start out by talking about the Earth Star seeds. Earth Star seeds feel the safest when they're doing real things, like cooking a meal, caring for a child, cleaning spaces, building something with their hands. Their nervous system regulates through the presence and through usefulness. They don't need to escape the world. They really need to be in it. And often these people become the backbones of families and communities without ever being named. They are the ones who remember the birthdays, who hold the routines together, who notice when something is off, that show up consistently. They the struggle here with the Earth Star seeds isn't a lack of spirituality by any means. It's being surrounded by a culture that glorifies the transcendence while overlooking the embodied wisdom that we hold. They can feel invisible in these spiritual types of spaces because their medicine is not flashy. It's practical, it's tangible, it's earth based, right? But this earth wisdom is not basic. It's fundamental. It's the foundation of everything. Earth energy isn't here to carry everything alone. It's here to remind us that being human is sacred. It's not something to rise above.
Indicators of Earth star seeds in the birth chart include themes of protection, nurture, and restoration. Signs that reflect these themes the most are Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. No surprise that they're the Earth signs. So this is most important if your rising sun and moon are placed in these signs and or there are two or more planets in these signs. So Taurus is the strongest as far as the Earth star seed reflection. Their energy is anchored in mundane and practical living. They're known to be the nurturer, masters of creating safe spaces and placing great importance on resources and survival, and they are incredibly dependable. Virgo is also anchored in mundane life. They are known as the healers, priestesses, medicine men and women. They are devoted to service work, and they're the masters of resourcing earth elements for creating healing and stabilizing the natural world. Capricorns, they're deeply devoted to the structure of the planet and life on Earth, assuring that all matures and evolves as efficiently as possible. Capricorn themes are centered around laws, structures, physicality, and time, emphasizing the importance of protection and integration of body, mind, and soul in connection to Earth. Other possible zodiac signs that reflect these Earth starseed themes, if making connections with Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn, are Cancer, as they are natural born nurturers, caregivers, and hold reverence for growth and stability. Also, surprisingly, maybe Aquarius, as they are visionaries and are concerned with the evolution of Earth and Earth's inhabitants. Planets to consider are Saturn, which holds similar themes as Capricorn. They're very anchored in the evolution of the physical world. And then the moon, as well, as it literally is Earth's companion, which also reflects that nourishment and evolution.
So let's shift gears here and let's go to the next starseed soul group, Mars. So Mars starseeds, they're wired for response. They're the ones who step in during crisis, who take charge when things seem to be falling apart, who really feel that surge of clarity when pressure hits. Their systems know how to protect, to rebuild, to move. But because of that, their nervous system often lives in this low level state of alert all the time. So rest can feel unfamiliar and stillness can feel unsafe for them. So these Mars star seeds really learn early that somebody has to be the strong one, right? And because of that, they become that somebody. They often are the problem solvers, the fixers, the defenders. But over time, carrying that role can lead to burnout. The gift of Mars star seeds are their courage and their strength. And to be able to integrate all of this is learning that protection includes self protection, not just being in a constant state of readiness. So, Mars energy really heals when it learns that it doesn't have to fight for life. It doesn't have to fight life and for life all the time to be valuable.
Indicators of Mars star seeds in the birth chart are, of course, dominated with Mars themes of power, will, action, passion, leadership, bravery, and pioneering. The signs that reflect these themes the most are Aries, Leo, Scorpio, Capricorn, and Aquarius. So take note if your rising sun and moon are placed in these signs and or there are two or more planets in these signs. Aries holds the essence of pioneering, courageousness, and leadership. They have the most dominant influence of Mars star seeds. Leo holds the essence of the leader. They inspire others to act as they are strong-willed, passionate, and creative. Scorpios are the key problem solvers in the context of Mars star seeds. They're very strong-willed, passionate, and determined. Aquarius can reflect Mars star seed signatures if aspected to any of the signs just mentioned, or if you have Mars in Aquarius. They are supreme problem solvers, visionaries, innovators, and they are revolutionary. Planets to consider in reference to Mars star seeds: Saturn, which pretty much holds all of the dominant themes of Mars: power, will, action, passion, leadership, bravery, maybe not so much pioneering. But then we have Pluto, which is the revolutionary and concerns itself with power dynamics and passion and strong will. It's important to mention these themes may show up as strengths, but also can show up as shadow points that ultimately provide opportunities for connecting more deeply with Earth. I want to share briefly the astronomical perspective of Maldek for those of you who are unfamiliar. In the 18th, 19th centuries, some astronomers proposed the possibilities of there being a planet that existed in the space between Mars and Jupiter. It's speculated that the destruction of this planet resulted in the asteroid belt. Astronomers refer to this planet as Phaeton, a super Earth. However, there are no proven theories scientifically of this planet's existence. However, many humans have memories of a deep connection and lifetimes on this planet, and they refer to this planet as Maldek.
And Maldek energy does carry the memory, like she was just saying, but not as stories, as you would think sometimes of memory, but more as this weight. These people often feel this unspoken responsibility to do better, to prevent collapse, to stop harm before it happens. They are deeply sensitive to the misuse of power, resources, and authority. Corruption and waste and destruction hits them in the chest. So many of these star seeds overcorrect. They carry this guilt that was never fully theirs to begin with. They take on responsibilities for outcomes that they had no control over. The shadow here, though, isn't darkness, it's an over responsibility. And the gift is conscious rebuilding. The healing comes when responsibility is allowed to be shared, not internalized as a punishment. This Maldek energy is here to really help humanity rebuild wisely, not suffer endlessly for the past, to really be able to learn and grow from it.
Indicators of Maldek's star seeds in the birth chart are themes regarding responsibility, power, resources, and authority. Signs that reflect these themes the most are Aries, Taurus, Leo, Virgo, Scorpio, Capricorn, and Aquarius. Remember, Maldek starseed signatures are prominent if your rising sun and moon are placed in these signs and or there are two or more planets in these signs. Aries, similar to Mars starseeds, holds the essence of pioneering courageousness and leadership, as well as power. Leo holds the essence of power and authority through leadership. And Leo's connection to the Maldek starseeds is very interesting, as Leo, as we know in astrology, is ruled by the sun. And the astronomers referred to or named this hidden planet or planet that once was, they named it Pathan, which is the son of the Greek god Helios, which is Helios is the sun in Greek mythology. And Pathan essentially borrowed his father's chariot, his father being Helios, and the chariot was destroyed and he lost his life at the hands of Zeus. This aligns perfectly with Maldak, as it is considered to be the planet that was destroyed and resulted in the asteroid belt. Virgo holds the essence of responsibility, authority, healing, and rebuilding. Scorpio is a very strong reflection of Maldek's starseeds, as all the themes mentioned are comprised within the Scorpio essence. Aquarius, they're masters of innovation and taking authority to make Earth a better version of herself. So the planets to consider in reference to Maldek's starseeds: the sun, which reflects power and responsibility. The moon reflects responsibility and resourcefulness. Mars reflects power and authority. Saturn reflects power, authority, responsibility, and resourcefulness. And finally, Pluto reflects that power dynamic and the driving force for accelerated change and deep transformation. So just as a reminder, you may resonate with all three of these starseed soul groups, but it doesn't mean you belong to just one group.
It really means that your system is recognizing these themes. So just lean into them and allow them to grow and blossom and see what's there for you.
Thanks for watching our Starseed series. Stay tuned for the next video on our Starseed soul groups.